I got a Duffy on me, I'm feeling good. The streets talking to me in the hood. I'm doing this exactly how I should. What's not said is understood. Listen to me, I'm on my grind. No matter what, these haters mad. I gotta ask, why you mad at us? Cause I'm on the rise, yeah, I'm on the rise. The party won't even get lit.
All right, y'all, we here with another episode, season 2, episode 2. I told y'all we was gonna start off the season. We was gonna start it off strong, so we doing that. All right, we got a special guest today. All right, this is titled "Health is Wealth." Okay, because at the end of the day, we all can acknowledge the fact that working on our health, working on our body, working on our nutrition is huge. So we got a special guest, but hold off, we'll get to that. Quick couple updates, and then we'll get into it. So first off, y'all know I don't call myself a rapper, but I do rap. All right. So I do got an album coming out on my birthday on Sunday. Not this Sunday, but August 28th. So not this coming up Sunday, but the next Sunday. So stay tuned for that. I'm telling y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I was listening to some Christian rap and I was getting irritated because 90% of it is corny. So I decided I was gonna go ahead and make some hard music that's dedicated to God. So I ain't gonna lie. You know, if y'all feeling convicted, definitely check that out August 28th. Special thanks to anybody that supported us over the past few months. Once again, we appreciate all donations. We appreciate all support and all feedback. You know, if you want to be a sponsor, if you want to help out in any way, let us know. Y'all know we do Climber of the Week. Okay. So when we do Climber of the Week, like we told y'all last episode, Climber of the Week acknowledges anybody that's working hard, anybody that we see that's going above and beyond, trying to make it to the top in any profession, anything they're trying to do. Whether it's, like I said, whether it's a high schooler, a teacher like Janelle last week, whoever it is, whatever the case it is, it could be a coach, right? It could be somebody that we see that's just doing well with themselves. It could be a company. Long story short, we like to give them the roles and give them a little bit of a promotion on our podcast, give them that platform for free. So Jovan, I'll let Jovan go ahead and hit the Climber of the Week this week.
So our Climber of the Week today is Mr. Tom Hines. He is the executive director for Empowering Sports. And Empowering Sports is a nonprofit organization right outside of Cleveland, Ohio, committed to providing sports and exercise programs for children and adults with various physical and cognitive disabilities, and additional programs for typically developing kids. So huge shout out to Tom Hines and what they're doing, and a huge partner for what we're trying to do in the long term.
Yeah, that's definitely dope. Hopefully we can get him on an episode for sure, because we need to hear more about that for sure. Janelle, y'all know we definitely always want to get the Climbers of the Week. If we can acknowledge them, we want to get them on the episode too. But my wife Janelle, she don't want to get on the podcast. Not that she hating, she just don't want to get on it. So hopefully we can get on her, maybe.
Yep. And now to our very special guest, my man Steven 30K Adonis. My boy is killing it on social media, marketing, and advertising. He's playing a huge part of his in Herbalife, crushing it in fitness. And I appreciate you for joining the podcast. But I'm gonna let you get talk about yourself for a little bit.
Hold on. And we got AB, but AB just AB. You know,
AB family, he don't count.
AB just AB. Last time y'all saw him on the podcast and heard him on the podcast, he was crying. So his mental health, hopefully he good now. You know what I'm saying? He cried, and that's okay. Yeah. Men cry too.
Okay.
Men cry too. All right.
Cry too.
My bad. I had to say that because we was gonna get right into it after, you know what I'm saying, Steve 30K, you know what I'm saying, after he introduced himself. So I just had to acknowledge my boy AB, because everybody else would have been like, all right, why is this dude just sitting here?
Yeah, literally.
So go ahead.
Hey, B, that's my boy, man. I ain't know you ain't tell me you was out here crying on the podcast like Charleston.
Oh, come on.
That's my brother, though, man, like for sure. Grateful for him just because, he definitely play a big role in everything that I got going on too, man. It's like brotherhood, right? And everything that you guys got going on as well. So I respect it, man. First and foremost, I'm grateful to be here. Shout out to you as well. Happy early birthday, brother. I thought you was going to say Sunday of this coming week, because my birthday's Monday of this coming week. So I thought you was going to say Leo gang, but I guess you ain't a Leo, but the Virgo's cool too. But
no, sir.
But yeah, so for those of y'all who don't know me, Steven Adonis, right? Adonis is pretty much more so like my brand name. It's something that I embody. I like what the term represents. But 29 years old, young, 29 years young, about to be 30 years young on the 22nd of August. Grateful to be on this podcast, representing just, myself and my organization, my team, the company, and just youth all over, right? Young Black men and and women and just everybody, right, wants to take better care of themselves, from the underdog to the people that's winning, whatever. I'm excited to just speak my truth, speak my journey. And hopefully today, we can kind of inspire people, whether you into health and fitness, because that's pretty much what I do, health, wellness, and then how health and wellness and my journey inside of Herbalife Opportunity has allowed me to not only grow as a man, grow as an individual, but grow as a business owner, right? Grow as a business owner and grow into entrepreneurship, because it didn't start off like this, right? So I'm excited for today. It's gonna be fun. You guys definitely made me feel welcome, and yeah, hopefully we can, I don't want to say hopefully. I know we'll be able to inspire and motivate some people in their own journeys along the way. So I'm excited. Let's get it.
Get it.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
That's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So I think that's a good way to bridge into the first topic of the day. All right. So we want to hit on three things, but first and foremost, y'all, I just want to address the elephant in the room. Every room I walk into for the past probably month, maybe 2 months, every phone FaceTime I get, somebody always got something to say about my weight loss, right? So I want to address the weight loss. I want to explain how I lost the weight, why I lost the weight, hit it all. And, especially with us having Adonis on here, it's a perfect opportunity to kind of talk through some of that stuff. And maybe he can give me a little bit more insight to reach the rest of my goals. But first and foremost, guys, so like the past, let's just talk about my entire life, right? So if you've known me all my life, you've known I've been a big guy. And it's never been something that I liked. It was just a part of my life. It's just how I grew up. My whole family's big. Like, that's just how we are. It's half of it's genetics. And funny enough, AB's on this episode. AB, you know how they say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. AB, you said something to me in 8th grade, and you reacted to something I said, and I will never forget it, like ever, right? And I know you didn't mean to, because obviously we friends, real good friends. But so I was big, y'all. I was real big. I was just a chubby dude, just one of them guys. And one time, people was teasing me and stuff. AB always had my back, always, all my life. When everybody was trying to tease me in middle school, AB was the one guy that was like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna stick up for you. But we was just having a deep talk about it. And I was like, AB, or what did I call you, Tone at the time? I was like, Tone, I'm telling you, we in 8th grade, when I'm a freshman, I'm not gonna look the same. I'm gonna lose all this weight. Y'all know AB looked at me in my face and laughed at me. Just keep laughing right now.
That sounds so accurate.
He was like, Bryce, he was like, you're not gonna lose the weight. Like you're fat like that. He was like, you're fat. I'll never forget it. And I said, okay. I literally, respectfully, I was like, all right, bro. I said, watch. And I did exactly what I said I would. I ain't gonna lie. I had a growth spurt. I didn't put in that much work, but my growth spurt, next thing you know, I'm skinny. I was looking just like I look right now, just without the little chin hair I got, right, and the mustache. So I looked exactly like this. I was 230 pounds, slim. Right now, I'm 220 pounds, slim. And from that point on, it gave me the boost of confidence that I needed. Fast forward, college, got 13 Division I offers, 7 of them to play offensive line, 6 of them to play defensive line. Problem with those offers is I like the offensive line more. You can't play college football as an O lineman at 230 pounds. So every college coach that recruited me said, hey, you want to play O-line, you got to gain weight. I gained 70 pounds in a year, and it was the most unhealthy weight I've ever gained in my life. I was eating 2 PB&Js every night. I ate one after Dance for the Athletes class at Firestone, right? Like I was just eating, and I gained it all on my stomach. I had a flat tire just sitting on my stomach for 7 years. People always be like, oh, you look athletic. I'm like, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Even last year, people were like, no, but you ain't fat for real. You just diesel. It's like, if y'all saw me shirtless, like I was fat, you know what I'm saying? And I was okay with that because I was a beast on the field. But deep down inside, I knew my body didn't like it. And then once I had that knee surgery, and it ended my career, I was like, my body's literally begging me to wait. So part of me was, a lot of me was upset that I couldn't keep playing. But then there was a huge part of me that was just like, it's time to grind. So, to make it quick, the knee pain was a big motivator. The looking in the mirror was a big motivator, and knowing my potential was a big motivator. So I instantly just went cold turkey, cut all sugars, all carbs. I went cold turkey. I went keto, and I went intermittent fasting. Did that for 3 weeks. Mind you, I did just nothing but research. I didn't have no dietitian or nothing. So I did make my mistakes, but did all of that 3 weeks straight keto. Then I implemented some sugars, but it was healthy sugars, fruits, that type of stuff. Maybe a protein shake with a little bit of sugar, but that's it. And then I transitioned into like only 6 hours of eating. So I didn't go to 12 to 8. I went from 1:30 to 6:30, 1:30 to 7, right? And next thing you know, y'all, I just lost 80 pounds in 4 months. So I was thinking about dropping my progress pics during this podcast. If you're watching and if you're listening, you definitely want to make sure you can go check it out on YouTube during this time. Because I'll probably, no promises, but I'll probably have, as I'm talking right now, my progress pics right here. So definitely go check it out, see if I actually did or not, if you're listening. But yeah, so, the progress pics is definitely a big motivating factor for me too, because I think I'm looking good, what I'm saying, at this point, but I don't look great yet. I still got a 4-pack, which is something I haven't seen in a while, but, I want that 6-pack at least. I'm trying to look good, man. So I'm still grinding, not where I want to be, but definitely getting close. So that's a little bit on me. Had to address that. And then, in terms of my me falling short, the one thing I definitely missed out on during my diet, I know for a fact, is my vitamins, my nutrients. Like I said, I didn't have a dietitian. I didn't have nobody, nutritionist, nobody talking to me. So I definitely had some imbalances in my body, and I felt it as I was going through this, and I was losing weight way too fast. So I needed somebody like you, Steve, to hop on here and help me out with that. And also, kind of just talk about Herbalife, because this is a podcast for a reason. This is meant for us to talk. So I'm actually curious myself. I've only had one conversation about Herbalife before, and it was with you earlier. So just tell me a little bit more about Herbalife. Tell me how nutrients in that type stuff, like AB's holding a healthy meal. How can that type stuff help? Because I'm looking for that next step. So maybe it'll help me.
For sure, bro. So I don't know if we're going to address later on, so I don't want to like skip ahead, but I kind of want to, before I even get into that, right? Before I even get into like the product, I think it's important to understand like the journey. So am I allowed to like share how I even got introduced to it?
100%.
Perfect. Appreciate you. Now 80 pounds in 4 months, first and foremost, crazy. That's major, man. So
can we clap it up, please?
Man, we gotta, I feel like, I wanted to clap. I didn't want to interrupt this talking earlier, but I like
right.
And taking your body to the next level. So, and that's inspiring. You know what I mean? Even me, I'm inspired. So, what I would say though, I pretty much got introduced to the company and to the products almost pretty much 8 years ago. Actually, I signed up with the company on August 11, 2014. And it's crazy just how life is transitioned, right? And in that journey. And it's crazy because I think a lot of people, people might watch this, that everybody might be in their different journey. Some of them are in a fitness journey. Some of them are just, regular everyday listeners. But at the end of the day, you mentioned at the beginning, health is important to every single one of us, or at least it should be, right? Facts. You have to be a fitness enthusiast or a health coach or even have a nutritionist or even love to work out or play sports in order to understand the priority that health should play in your life. Because at the end of the day, each and every single one of us wants to wake up the next morning. And when we wake up and go throughout our day, even if it's not for the way you look in the mirror, you want to at least feel your best and be there for the people around you. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, with my journey, pretty much how it came about, similar to you, I was, I played football my entire life, always been an athlete, always played football, ended up walking on, so unlike you, right? Obviously he was a star. Boy got the jersey hung up. I ain't got a jersey that hang up in the background. I got this jersey. That's about it. But that's
all that matters, man.
Yeah. But I walked on to the football team at Ohio University my junior year. Had an amazing experience, man, but it didn't last that long. You understand, college athletics is a lot of people trying to make that journey. And the cards just kind of got to fall in your place. Unfortunately for me, the cards did not fall in my place. I was like the 11th corner on the team when I walked on. Some of them guys is in the league right now. One of them is my good, one of my good homies, good friends. We worked together on some things. He's in the league right now, Travis Carey. So I was low on the depth chart, ended up getting cut, long story short, right? Going into my senior year. And so I had lost football before coming immediately out of high school, just for some other reasons. My parents wanted me to go to this specific school, and that was a whole other story in itself. But in losing football, I went down this journey in my life where I kind of was feeling, I lost motivation. I was like, what do I need to work out for? I ain't playing ball no more. I was never a person that loved to work. I love to grind for my sport. I didn't fall in love with necessarily. I didn't love to work out outside of that, right? So I wasn't working out, wasn't taking care of my health, got into definitely some unhealthier habits, smoking, drinking, man, just partying, like just eating terrible,
Were you still down at OU at that time?
So at that time, no. So actually at that time, when this is my freshman year coming out of high school, I was in West Texas A&M.
Okay.
So I was in Texas. Yeah. I'm not from Ohio. So I was living in Texas at the time. My parents had actually moved to Athens, Ohio. And I was still down there, still down at West Texas A&M, and, wanted to play ball, lost that opportunity. So I, no parents, no guidance, no driving factor of football. And I went just completely, you feel me? Like just out of there, prodigal son, bro, like just turn it up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I was doing the other kind of Herbalife without the distributor ID, if y'all get what I mean.
God.
Making money the other way. You feel me? So and that so long story short, as y'all can see, it led me down the wrong path, man. Ended up getting locked up, some small charges, back then. And I just felt my life was spiraling out of control. And so I actually, that's why I decided to transfer to Ohio University to be closer to my parents. And so when I lost football the second time around, I was like, I know what happens with idle time, right? I was like, I know what happens with idle time without a motivating factor that you get to have inside of your life. And so I was like, although academics, obviously I'm in school for academics, but you need something else to drive you and motivate you. And so I was like, now that I don't have football, what can be that for me? And so I was going to try to turn to fitness, but I had no direction, right? I didn't really know what I was doing. This is right, like I said, 2013, 2014, around, 2014, around that time. And seeing people on Instagram doing these workout videos. So I started doing that, little stuff, didn't really have no true direction. And then one of my former teammates, which is why, I believe God definitely has everything happens for a reason, right? One of my former teammates, he saw me getting into the fitness and stuff now that I'm not playing ball. And one day he was like, hey, bro, like I know some people back home in LA that's doing this thing called Herbalife. They're getting people healthy. They're making money. They're creating like real impact in their community. Like, I think this would be something good for you that you could do here. We need this here because we don't have nothing like that here. And so I'm like, I was not against it, but I just didn't see how it could apply to me in my life. You know what I mean? At the time, I wasn't no trainer at the time. I wasn't no big fitness guy. I didn't know how to run a business. Like, I didn't know how to do those things, but, just over time, he kind of kept just telling me about it. And then eventually I was like, all right, bro, like, let me hear more about it. And so he got me on a phone call with his coach and with his mentor. And I was just truly inspired by bro's story, man. The guy that he had me speak to, just his impact was crazy. And like, not to mention, like he had the results. Like when I went to his Instagram, because you already know we gonna go see the IG. Like if it ain't a picture of it, you feel me? I don't believe it. Just like you, I said we got to see that 80 pound. I need to see the picture, my brother.
But you know what? It's funny because like before all of that, it used to be like numbers don't lie and stuff, and then some stuff numbers don't lie. But now for real, with this type stuff, pictures don't lie. Like I need to see it for real.
Yeah, we need to see the proof. You know what I mean? And so I seen this IG though. I saw bro was like living proof. Like I seen him with the abs. I seen him with shredded. I seen him with these group workouts in parks with 100 people, all with the Herbalife branded shirts and drinking the shakes and with their cups and their bottles. I'm like, oh, they really out here creating impact. And that was what I was most inspired by, right? Like coming, and as an athlete, it's the brotherhood that means more than anything. You know what I mean? And even with the fraternity and things that you guys got, the organization you guys are instilling now, right? It's the brotherhood that means more than anything. And so that was what I was attracted to. And I was like, yo, I don't know if I'll ever make the kind of money. Mind you, the money he told me he was making was like, it was mind blowing. I'm like, damn, you can make that much selling shakes and teas for real. So that was another factor. But it was the brotherhood I was attracted to. And I was like, I don't know if I'll ever make that kind of money that this guy's talking about. I didn't see myself as a full-time Herbalife or anything. But I was like, but no matter what, I know being a part of that movement can only create positive growth inside of my life. So that's pretty much how I got introduced to it. So I right then and there after that conversation, I was like, you know what, I'm ready. It sounds like something I'd like to be a part of. If you telling me I can get healthier, right? Because I already felt like I was in shape. I'm fresh out of collegiate strength and conditioning program. But it's something that can keep me motivated and keep me in shape, help me get healthier, can provide easy access. You mentioned earlier, like, with just learning more about your body. I wanted to learn more. So I'm like, I can learn through this journey, like, for sure. And if I can make some extra couple dollars, then why not? Helping people, why not? So that's pretty much how it started for me, man. I, got signed up, got on the products, fell in love with it. It honestly did make my life easier, simply because it was like being able to wake up in the morning and, being in college, or for those of you guys listening, whether you're in school, whether you've been to school, or whether you work, how fast-paced society is nowadays, right? Everything is always about convenience. And so we'll be lying to ourselves if we say we wasn't looking for convenient options. So which is why the fast food industry is so crazy. But for me, it was like being able to have something that I could get quickly and not have to worry about cooking or waking up 30 minutes or an hour earlier before class to make a breakfast. Like, nah, just wake up, have my shake. And so in doing that, man, I was able to drop my body fat percentage. Lost 7 pounds of fat, which I didn't think I needed to, because like I said, I'm fresh out of a college football, but put on 5 pounds of lean muscle. My energy was huge. Just from that, I used to drink a lot of other energy drinks and go to other little coffee shops and things like that, doing things the unhealthy way. I had a ton of cream and sugars in my coffee, which my dad's actually diabetic. So these are all things that I've started to realize, and like, yo, this could play what I have access to now, what I'm a part of now, is something positive, you know what I'm saying? So just felt better myself. And then I started helping out all my friends. I started putting all my homies on, all my people, all my classmates. It was honestly so genuine. It wasn't even like I was just thinking, like, it's not like I had some crazy business plan. I just was like, how can I help more people with this? And how can I put all the homies on with this? And so I started making my first couple of sales, started making my, first couple $100. And then from there, it just grew, bro. It's been an incredible journey. So 8 years later, man, still a product of the product, still using the products every single day to take my body to different levels.
Now I got a question.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't even thinking about it till you mentioned, you was like, sometimes I don't got time to cook meals. Now I'm gonna play devil's advocate, because I know I've thought this in the past. So somebody might be listening right now and they like, okay, yeah, but I heard that humans aren't supposed to just live off supplements. They got to cook meals. You got to eat animal products and stuff, like all this vegan stuff, and all this stuff is getting annoying. So talk to that audience right now.
Man, I love it, bro. I love those, because at the end of the day, like, once again, I'm not opposition, right? So I'm never, and I don't even operate in my journey inside of Herbalife. Like, I don't even operate to battle against people. And the truth of the matter is, I think our biggest strength is that we can help anybody. So if you are vegan, we have vegan options, right? If you are, a milk lover, we have options. We have milk proteins, like no matter where you are. And that was honestly a big reason why I got started. Because like I said, I wasn't a person that needed to lose weight. I was one of those people. You feel me? Like, one of my homies, one of my top distributors inside of my business, he's actually a top 6% earner in the company. He used to, I remember we was boys back in college before the whole Herbalife thing, working out and things together. And he used to take pictures, and he used to be an Herbalife hater. He used to literally be like, #team no Herbalife on his pictures. You feel me? So I know that I know that side of it. You feel me? But what I would say to anybody is, like, it's all about what we offer is access to more, right? So I agree with you. You're not supposed to just live off of supplements. If I were to tell you just drink shakes all day, every day, and don't eat meals, then I don't think you should listen to me. But that's not even a part of what we, that's not even what we recommend. If you actually talk to anybody, like any Herbalife coach, we're gonna recommend eating healthy and using the supplements and using what we have as in addition to eating healthier and a more balanced lifestyle, right? So even for me, it's like I drink 2 shakes, but I also eat 2 snacks and have a colorful, healthy meal as well. So it really just depends on your program. But I would never tell anybody, oh yeah, just drink these supplements and don't eat food. Like I wouldn't even recommend that. You know what I mean? So we got something for everybody.
I love about the incorporation of high chews in your diet too.
High chew is one of the apart from the Herbalife products, you know, high chews might be one of the second best pre-workout snacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up, man. One thing I wanted to ask personally, like I know y'all got all these supplements and all these varieties, but what's your daily routine?
Oh man, so my daily routine is pretty simple, bro. And I'm not like, I don't even want to come on here and act like I'm just one of those like super strict like guys, like some crazy guru. I'm a regular everyday person I'm an everyday person, right? And to me, this makes it one of the simplest and easiest ways to get healthier. And so pretty much for me, my routine is I wake up every single day. I pretty much have my shakes. So I always have 2 shakes every day. And so that's another thing too. We're not just a supplement company. I always want to be super clear on that, because that was for me. I think that's the one thing that as an Herbalife distributor, I think I could help the brand move forward, which is why even our brand has made that a pure thing. It's called Herbalife Nutrition. We're a nutrition company, not just a supplement company, right?
Mhm.
A lot of supplement companies only focus on serving supplements to people, and that's it. They don't focus on community impact. They don't focus on balanced nutrition. They don't focus on what actually the quality of the products. They don't focus on these things, and we do, right? Like even when we go to our events, we got a team of scientific nutrition advisory, like doctors, right? That really that work on the products and the plants that go into our products, but also explain how to use the products on a day-to-day basis. You get what I'm saying? But to answer your question, so for the routine, pretty much starts off my day with a shake. So like this morning I woke up, first thing I had was, a shake that I made with I had some fresh strawberries. I just washed them, cut them up, boom, threw them in a cup, about 5 strawberries, about 20 blueberries, like a handful of blueberries in a cup. And then added like our protein, our meal replacement, right? So the shakes that we serve they're not just protein shakes, like typical, and they're not nasty. That's another thing. I'm big on that because I've been there, I've been to Walmart and then got the cheap protein you see on the shelf that was
Body
disgusting.
Fortress, terrible.
Yeah.
Man, what, bro? I wasn't gonna say no names, but bro, terrible. You feel me? Like, hated it. Didn't really see no results on it. Like, I'm being honest, And then I've been to the big branch chain stores too, the GNCs and whatever these supplement stores, and got where, mind you, those stores have a million different. It's not one product. Like, it's a million different companies, right? So you don't really know what quality product they're just their sales. Those are salespeople. Like, no disrespect to them, but the people that work there are salespeople. They probably don't even use those products. But me, I actually use the Herbalife products each and every day. And it's not just protein shake, it's a meal replacement. It tastes good. So I always have 2 every single day, typically 1 in the morning. And then we do have like multivitamins, like fish oils, things like that, which as I got in the company, like at first, when I first started, I didn't know anything about it. Right. But as I got inside the company, went to the different trainings and things like that, I started learning more about the benefits of how these different like supplements can help like your health, right? And help improve overall health and nutrient intake, which is one of the biggest things that you mentioned earlier, Javon, what you was talking about is like, it's one thing to lose weight and it's one thing to cut certain things out your diet, but what else are you losing in return? And I think what we get to focus on is more of what can we put into our diet to help us look and feel better and get the results that we want. So, myself, I always got my fish oils and all the different tablets that we have. Then I'll have like, even for my meals, like, I eat out all the time, right? But it's like, what are some healthier options? So trying to go, like, I'll go to places like Chipotle, get the rice, salad. I started, especially since I started my health journey, always being more conscious. I'm very conscious of always having vegetables inside of my meals. So I'm not a person who's gonna be like, I'm gonna cut out all rice. You feel me? Like when I be talking to class, I'm like, damn, like, if you can do it, by all means, do it. And I don't knock nobody for their journey, but for me, I don't want to cut out rice. I don't want to cut out meat. Like, those are things that I enjoy, but how can I find healthier ways to do it? So most people, problem, it's not that rice is the problem. It's that all you got to, when you look at your plate, there's no vegetables. It's a bunch of rice, a bunch of sauce. It's all carbs. There's no balanced meal, right? So I try to make sure all my meals are balanced. So if I go to Chipotle, that means salad, tomatoes, corn, right? As well as my rice and my meat, things like that. You know what I mean? And
The average. You just made me think about the average black Wednesday dinner. You know what I'm saying? Home cooked.
Yeah.
If it's spaghetti, it's garlic bread, and that's it. It's spaghetti.
Ain't no green on the plate, brother. No green on the plate.
That's so
Not
true.
a broccoli, not a nothing.
If it's roast beef for the night, it's mashed potatoes on the side and green beans. But look though, saturated. I'm talking
about all the
butter,
right?
all the butter, all the pepper.
Like, I feel that because I can relate to that. I grew up like that. Any house I was ever in, both my sets of my grandparents or my parents, like just growing up. That's just how us black folk operate. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we all know, especially at our age and our generation, we know that ain't the move, right? So it's good that you mentioned that too. It's like having that balance. Like even you talk about Chipotle, like Jovan, I put you on the Chipotle, the keto bowls, but see
that salad crazy.
Talking about the rice. See, I get the keto bowl, but I get a half scoop of brown rice. So I get it under my veggies. So I literally still get a salad, but I literally be like, can I get a half scoop of brown rice? And I just make them flatten it. And then they throw all the super greens on there. I need a little bit of rice. So I'm right with you. I can relate to that for sure.
Same way. I'll tell them put the salad in, put a scoop of rice on top. Boom. But yeah, for sure. Feel you, bro. But I think even everything that you're saying, and I think sometimes that's people's like hardest task is like they think being healthy is like you got to be just one way. You get what I'm saying? They think like, oh, I have to be keto, or I have to cut out all carbs, or I have to go vegetarian, or I have to be vegan. I tell people all the time, if you think you're being vegan is healthy, that's not true. Like it can lead to healthier choices, but my dad went vegetarian, bro. And you know what happened? His sugar shot up. Mind you, I told you my dad was diabetic. If you look at the vegetarian options, a lot of that is just pure carbs. So no matter anything that you're doing, you have to be conscious of the balance of it. So vegan doesn't mean healthy, right? It just means meatless. And meat doesn't mean unhealthy. So it's like just being aware, you know what I'm saying? Like just being aware of the balance of what we're putting into our body. So,
and just to hop in that real quick, like I remember right after I was done playing football, I quit playing football. I went vegan. For like 8 months. I gained the most weight just for that, what you said, them carbs.
Exactly.
You're replacing that. And you like, all right, everything you do in a vegan diet, for at least what I was a part of, was like carb intake. And then I end up having to outwork my diet, and I'm like even more drained than I would have been if I was just eating how I usually was, but just in better quantity.
Exactly. Yep. So,
no, that's real, man. That's real. I think I even tell my wife Janelle all the time. She was a pescatarian for a while, and she did vegan even for a little bit. And I was telling her like, I hope you're doing vegan for ethical reasons, not for health reasons, because all these TikToks you seeing about vegan, like, you know what I'm saying? It don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? You doing it for health reasons. I was just like, I hope you're doing it for ethical reasons because you care about the animals. I hope you ain't doing it because it's healthy and you want to live long. I was like, because that none of that vegan stuff makes sense to me health wise. But she's none of that no more. She don't eat red meat though. She eats chicken and fish. So. Be slaughtering them wings now.
Yeah.
Right. Now I ask people that all the time, like, yo, like, so what makes you vegan? Or because obviously, so even with the herbal, like so with my nutrition clubs, right? So we got these spots where we come in, people, we make the shakes, we operate pretty much like a smoothie bar, right? But it's a lot more to it where you can get access to the coaching from our staff and all those other things. But one of the most common things for someone to come in, and I think is, and I do want to say I don't see nothing wrong with vegan. Like that's your choice. Like by all means, I love it. If you like it, I love it. You feel me? But people will come in and they associate vegan or vegetarian or plant, or whatever with automatically healthy. But there's other questions to ask, and so they will come in and be like, "Well, which one of these shakes is vegan?" I'm like, "Bro." I can look at you and you look like you just had a burger last night. So why are you coming here asking about a vegan shake? The question should be, which I understand, and that's why I love to get to do what I do, and why I love the way, the platform that I have to do it, because I can break it down to the layman's term, right? To the average person, just like myself, as opposed to it being the person who's just super, you know what I mean? But I can show the average person like, hey, well, at the end of the day, these are they're not vegan, but they are plant-based. So we eliminate a lot of the fats. We can eliminate a lot of the lactose, or, the things like that. We can help, you know what I mean? And kind of just educate them on, you know what I mean? Like what actually plant-based, like what it means to have a plant-based diet, or have a diet that incorporates more of plant alternatives or plant options, as opposed to just, you know what I mean? A nutrient deficient diet, which is what happens with coming with like a lot of fast foods and fried foods. These, they're nutrient deficient because of the frying and all
that. That's got me thinking about even just like my goal right now, and that's just having a balanced diet. So one thing that, before we even got to end the podcast, that I wanted to hit on for sure was everybody's goal right now. Because the whole title of the topic, if you haven't noticed by now, is health as well. Forget all the money, forget all of that, right? We want to have longevity. We want to have health. We want to make sure that we're healthy for our family, our kids in the future, right? All of these things. So what's some goals? I want everybody, just what are y'all goals? What y'all working on right now? For me, I'm trying to get that 6 to 8 pack, right? And at the end of the day, I learned when I was all the way up to 300 pounds, like, you can't target fat. So, I don't want to keep losing weight. Like, I'm happy at my 220, but I'm gonna drop down a little bit so I can cut off some more fat. But not much. All right. I ain't trying to be no little body out here. I already got weaker just by naturally losing weight. I hit 225 the other day, y'all. I only got it like 18 times. It was like, man.
Something slight.
I only got it like 18 times.
Right.
No,
that's one of my goals right there. I'm trying to hit 225 18 times, brother. There you go.
I was 230 hitting it 21 times in high school. So you know what I'm saying? When you put it in that perspective, it's like, dang, I was like, man, I'm low-key weak for real. But yeah, so I'm not worried about strength or none of that. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not an idiot. Like, I realize 18 reps is still pretty good. So I feel comfortable with my weight. But like I said, my goal is I wanna cut that bottom part of my stomach off still. Still got a little bit of fat there. So that's my goal personally. And also keeping my balanced diet, which I've been doing better with that. So I'm already kind of proactively working on that. I've just been adding more supplements. I stopped taking vitamins for like a month and I just had no energy. And I knew why, but I don't know. Y'all ever just be so busy, y'all don't even help yourselves. And I was kind of at that point. I was like, it was last month. It was all of July. And I was just like so busy with life, trying to get AC activated, reactivated, coaching, teaching. I ain't gonna lie. I literally knew exactly where my vitamins were. Just moved into a house too. So I knew where they were in a box and I just never grab them every day. I just never grab them. So I'm better with that. But now, like I said, I'm just trying to keep cutting this weight. So I'm back in the calorie deficit. I'll let anybody go. Somebody just step up. What's y'all goals right now?
Well, my goal, so right now I'm actually a little body right now. So I lost a lot of weight. So just to tell you guys a little bit about me. So what was that? Last year I tore my pec major. I was actually really strong back in the day. Still was like skinny, but I was just one of those like strong, like crackhead strong type guys. But anyway, so yeah, so I think I was doing like 240 something decline bench, and came down and just my pec just tore right off the bone. And so right there, basically, I gained like a little bit of weight, and the recovery process was horrible. Now I'm actually kind of scared to lift heavy. And as a result, I just transitioned just to playing basketball. Me and Steve, that's all we do is a lot of cardio. And I always tell him that, I want to really get back into it, like really start lifting, because I was able to hit 225 at least. Well, not know what, like 21 times like Bryce or whatever, but at least like I was able to hit it like 10 times or something like that. But now I don't think I can even hit 185 right now. So basically, so just try and get back on a set routine, and also want to incorporate like, eating more veggies, stop eating out. I eat out a lot. Me and my girlfriend, that's all we do. We just eat out. We're food connoisseurs. So, so basically trying to reduce that, and just start cooking at home and just watching, my calories and sugars and everything. So,
yeah, man. The funny thing is, man, I forgot to add that part when I was talking about my weight, man. I ain't gonna lie, I hooped every day, and I hooped a lot. Shout out to my boy Cat Dad, man. Cat Dad, man. We and him, yeah, all the night, man. We was working out every day. Like he was training. I was training for the league, up until March. So I was training for the league. He was training to get to his next school because he was transferring. He's at Limestone now, by the way. But we was both training together. And it got to a point where once I decided to back out a pro day and stuff, he was skinny, so he had to stay in shape too. So he would run. I stopped running. I ain't gonna lie, I don't run. So he would run, and then I would just hoop, and then he would come meet me over on the court, and we would hoop every single day. I was looking at my Apple Fitness watch after I would put it on basketball. Man, I was burning so many calories, and that's another part. That's another huge part of why I lost weight. So I forgot to add that, so I'm glad you said that. And then, yeah, man, y'all, me and Janelle from day one since we met, we've been food connoisseurs. It don't matter where it is. It used to be like, name the place, we there. Like, I don't even care. Steak and Shake, I'll get the 7x7. She getting the 4x4. Let's throw down. But now we a little bit more conscious with where we eat, and we eat obviously a little bit better than Steak and Shake. But we eat out once a week, so we kind of toned it down. Not for nutrition purposes, though, really for financial purposes. So, we shop at Sam's Club a lot. That way we saving on money. I get all my salmon frozen from there. So I eat salmon twice a week, get all of that from Sam's Club and stuff. And that alone, from cutting out, eating out only the once a week, that has helped our budget a lot. So that'll help y'all financially too. So consider it, man, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I learned. Yeah, me and my girlfriend, we one day I was looking at my statements. I'm like, oh my God, I spend so much money a month on just eating out alone. Oh man, even me and Steve, look, I'm not trying to sound like a sponsor or anything. I'm not sponsored by Del Baggio, but Del Baggio, Steven, tell about them. Tell about the pizza spot.
Yeah, man, the pizza spot, man. Crazy, pizza spot. Late night pizza spot for sure.
Late night.
No, I agree. I think one of my goals though is definitely to honestly stop eating out as much. Even no matter the options that you choose, when you look at the money and breakdown of it, think about if you're spending $30 per meal, if you get you and your girl something, boom, y'all spend $30 or $40 a night, you doing that every night, just do the math right there. You talking about thousands for the month, right? You look at your statements. And so for me personally, what I want to start doing. And then on top of that, even when you do have certain options, it's just certain calories and certain things that's just going to come with it when you're doing those. So for me, taking my goals to the next level, stepping into 30, I want to continue to be more conscious of the foods that I'm eating. Like I said, getting ready to be 30 on the 22nd. So on Monday, August 22nd. And my goal is to be more conscious, drink more water, right? But I'm actually about to start meal prepping. So I'm not going to start meal prepping because I value my time, and I'm at a different space in my life where basically I'm just going to go ahead and pay for it. I'm going to hire somebody to do my meal prep meals. But I think that's going to help me along my journey, right? Of, dropping my body fat percentage. I want to actually take my body fat percentage to the lowest it's ever, my goal is to take it to the lowest it's ever been in the next 90 days, right? And really I've already feel like I'm in the best shape of my life being 29 and just, as far as my strength and everything, but I'm on like a LeBron James mindset. Like I want to represent the LeBron James mindset of how far can we take our bodies? How far can we take our fitness level and our health for as long as possible, right? Going into 37, people talk about like, oh, you about to be 30, you about to be old. And I'm like, I'm excited. Because the people I look up to are the best mentally, physically, financially, in their late 30s and 40s. And I don't want to, when I think of what we eat and how we live our lifestyle and how we think about things plays a big role in that. So that's really a big thing. I'm about to get into the meal prep and get it. I've been, like I said, me and AB, we've been hooping every day for hours to where I wasn't lifting as much for the past 2 months. Being honest, I wasn't really lifting as much. I was lifting once or twice a week. So getting back into, my usual of lifting at least 4 times a week. So, that's just part of my goals.
AB's always been in. AB's always been in. How do I put this? AB's a good basketball player. AB's not a great basketball player.
I'm a good. Yeah.
So you're good enough. You're good enough for me to trust your word though. AB, can you hoop?
Okay, I'll tell you this. I'm a better hooper than AB. So
I'm playing. No, I like to be. No, just to be real. No, Steve is actually really good. He came a long way, guys. When I say when I first met this dude, oh man, it was a problem. He sucked so bad, but like now he's actually like if you leave him open, he will make the open shot. All that stuff. Yeah, he's good in my book.
Hey, I'm an athlete, right? So I play DB, so I'm a fast, strong, physical guy, right? So you know how they say football players that play basketball, you know how they play, especially when skill players like a DB, a defensive guy. So I play like that. So but in the same time, now definitely got a lot better than what I used to. I used to be scared to even touch the ball. I used to pass the ball, look for somebody else to pass.
Just pass the rock. Yep.
Yeah. Funny. But now I try to be like a little mini Russ out there now.
You talking about football players, man. You don't know this dude, but these other two do. Y'all remember DeMonte West was like, "Oh, bang, how many tackles you had after the basketball?"
Oh yeah. Hey, that's bro. That's AB.
No, AB. It's crazy. You don't even got to tell.
AB averaging 5 tackles a game, bro.
Every trip. You don't have to tell me. Because AB averaging tackles for loss, 5 tackles for loss. What? Because AB not going for it. If somebody take AB to the rack, he's not getting taken to the rack.
I'm not going.
Like, I'm not even talking about a hit on the arm. I'm talking about a complete rack.
I already know. And then AB, he be doing the side like he just be like, I ain't move on. That's funny, man. Jovan, man, what's your goal, man? I know you got a couple.
Yeah, man. A few of them right off the top is for me. Like, I mean, our schedules are crazy. Like 1 minute I'm getting home at 5 o'clock. One day I'm getting home at 9 o'clock.
What do you do, Joe? Some people don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, as an athletic advisor, of course, at Temple University, we conduct meetings with students throughout the day. Sometimes they go from so normal day is till 5 o'clock, but then we will have afternoon sessions with the students from 5:30 to 7:30 or whatever that may be. And then of course I might be finishing up some stuff with the AC, and doing some paperwork or whatever logistic stuff, or trying to organize some stuff. So for me, making my workouts non-negotiable, and just like, all right, I feel tired right now, I feel like doing it, whatever, just get it in. Because you're going to be way better off from getting no workouts in that you don't feel like doing versus the days that you do feel like doing. So just having that compound interest on my body and my health is my biggest thing right now. And staying in that mindset and staying out of a deserving mindset when it comes to food. So like, just because I worked out today don't mean I deserve to have this or that. So like my biggest thing, as Bryce know. Bryce know, I love ice cream. So I'm like, man, I'm going to work out 7 straight days. And then on that 8th, I'm getting me some ice cream.
Joe, can I put you on? Can I put you on blast?
I used to eat ice cream like go ahead, we family.
Go ahead, though. Finish your sentence. I'm gonna put you on blast.
Yeah. So I used to have ice cream like every day, and like my senior year going in college, I used to have ice cream almost every day. And from then, I'm like, all right, because when I tore my ACL, that's when I really gained the weight. So like I went from like 275, 280. to 300 pounds. Mind you, I'm a wrestler. I gotta be at 285, and that's as a sophomore in high school. So I've been that size, getting praised for being that size, and now I'm transitioning out of it to now it's like, dang, like, yo, when you gonna like AB? We was at the other thing, and Bryce was like, yo, how much you weigh now? Yeah, I weigh this. All right, what, Joe? What you doing? I said. So now that's in my mind. I'm like, all right, let's see, that can't happen no more. Yeah. So just stacking them days, and I'm of course I want to lose weight, but right now I wear a 3X. I want to get to a 2X, but I still want to be strong and healthy. You feel me? I don't want to be too skinny or whatever. Yeah. But that's like my goal, and of course meal prepping.
Hey, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. Tell them about the struggle of putting that shirt on at the Mayo Seat, man.
He broke.
Bro, they tried me.
Ripped the shirt.
Ripped it
ripped
on
it.
the
Oh,
arms though. Don't disrespect it. It was on the arms though. You feel me? I'm still. You said I still got it.
Show the muscles for anybody viewing.
Yeah,
It's a
show
little
them.
something.
Yeah.
It's a
Jovan is
little
huge,
something
y'all.
now.
Y'all gotta understand. He's
I had a 500 bench. Like this ain't no sweet stuff. Like you feel me? So
all right. Talk your stuff.
hey, you know what I'm saying? Give them full disclosure.
She's scared.
But yeah, they gave me an extra large on this body. What you doing? What you doing? But you know what I mean. All right, so now let's air it out, Bryce. What you got to say?
So I just got a quick funny story, and then we gonna close off this episode. This has been a great episode, but funny story about Jovan. So Jovan helped me move out of Toledo, and this was in December. Let me tell y'all, I'm not gonna use the word fat. Let me just tell y'all how big this dude is at heart.
Big bones.
Jovan, like he said, he likes sweets. He likes the treats.
I already know.
He likes all of these things. So he justifies him getting a milkshake for helping me move. So we stopped by Steak and Shake fast food before we hit the road. And Jovan, I'm sitting like, mind you, I'm still training for the league. So I don't mind eating something unhealthy, but I'm trying to eat right. And Jovan was just like, bro, I'll pay for you. Mind you, he helped me move.
I was paying for your food. I was trying to be
paying
nice, like I always am.
And he was like, bro, I'll pay. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what you own, bro? So then he was like, bro, get you a shake, bro. You earned it. You moved out today. You earned it.
I ain't say that. You said it shake
no,
first.
on everything I love. No, don't say that. No, he's lying, yo. I swear. On everything I love.
Jovan was like, go for a shake.
No,
I
said,
did not. A word? Me too.
Well, I might have said that, but I'm not gonna get it though. I'm not gonna get it. And Jovan was like, maybe that's true.
Oh no,
I
didn't hear that part. I was bought in.
And then he was like, get you a shake, bro. And I was like, no. I'm like, no, I'm not getting a shake. He was like, bro, get you a shake, bro. You earned it. So I'm like, all right. I think I said I'll get a shake. I go to the thing. I said, yeah, let me get a burger, blah, blah. Let me get one milkshake. And I was like, what you want? Jovan was like, so-and-so, and a vanilla shake. I'm like, oh, that's why you paying. Because you want to get you a shake and you want to feel good about yourself. So I had to put him on blast. Jovan be trying to mix him. He be trying to just find different ways to justify his eating. But he said he working on it. So that's why you my cutty though, because I know you working on it. And I know you gotten better at it. So
for sure.
I just had to tell that story because I thought it was funny. But yeah, man. We like to
I'll get on Herbalife.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. We always end our podcast episode with a 15-second takeaway, which Jovan, before I even do that, I got two questions. One is a point and one is a question. First of all, we forgot to do our 15-second takeaway last episode. But second of all, bro, is my stuff flipped on y'all screen? Because my stuff is backwards right here, and all y'all is straight. Like I see AC, I see Herbalife Nutrition, but mine says you is mine straight on y'all screen?
It says no excuses. There's no excuses.
Okay.
No excuses.
Yours is backwards. All right, bet. All right, I was just wondering. All right, so anybody listening, viewing,
cool.
disregard. I was just curious, but yeah. So I just had to ask that real quick. But 15-second takeaway. We like to use these for real sometimes. Other times we just like to talk about it. So just give us like, an elevator speech about kind of what you want the world to hear. You can promote Herbalife, Steve, or you could talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? Just a 15-second thing that you want to remember from this episode. I'll let somebody else go. I'll finish it.
I'll go first. Mine is my favorite motto that we use. Just keep climbing. So just keep stacking them. Keep doing the same routine every day, even when it get boring. Keep doing it because eventually you're going to be where you want to do it. You got to remember, a diet is not supposed to taste good. It's supposed to get you to feel better and feel good.
I would say the same thing. Yeah, just keep elevating. Just remember that fitness and wellness, all that is wealth, especially in the Black community. We need to be big on that. Something that's plagued our community for a very long time. So we need to make a change, guys, to better the next generations to come.
Yeah, for sure. I second all of that. I think at the end of the day, my biggest takeaway would be to say, just encourage each and every one of us and anybody listening to don't look at fitness or wellness or your health from what you eat to how you operate to even how you think as how deserving you are of the best version of yourself, right? Like there's a quote, I don't know exactly how it goes, but it's like, imagine not ever reaching your full potential, but passing on, but not ever reaching your full potential. Like, don't you want to know what it's like? Don't you want to know how you would feel if need be, you need to lose 20 pounds, right? If you was that 20 pounds down, don't you want to know how you feel? If it was to read daily, if it was to drink more water, if it was to whatever it might be for you, don't you want to know how you would feel if you was at least working towards being the best version of yourself? So reward yourself because you deserve it.
That's love. That's love. My I can't even do 15 seconds because I ain't gonna lie, y'all just got my brain turning too much. So I'm gonna go a little long, but I ain't gonna go too long. First of all, Jovan, you already know what I'm about to say. You probably do, but if I had to say a motto for the rest of my life, I ain't gonna cuss. But Deion Cole cussed when he said it. Stop eating that stuff. All right. And what he talking about is, you know how it tastes, right? So like I work at a school where we are a true community. We're a true family. And all there is to the left and to the right is sweets, treats, cakes, donuts. And I always get offered, you want, Mr. Harris, you want some? I'm like, you know what? I'm good. Why? Because I can tell y'all right now exactly how a Krispy Kreme glazed donut tastes. So what do I need to eat it again for? And Deion Cole said it was a joke, but he was like, y'all be eating it again. Like, let me see if it tastes different. It's funny, but it's true because like, why do we eat these unhealthy foods if we've had them before? Now, if it's something that I'm strict on my diet, but like Jubilee Donuts, y'all know that in Akron, they were there this week. She bought some. I never had Jubilee Donuts, so I tried one. But if it's something I have had before, I just don't even waste my time on it no more. Ice cream, Handles. My favorite ice cream is Graham Central Station. I don't eat it no more because I know how it tastes. So stop eating it. And then my second message, and then we'll close. My second message is, too many people in this world will stop chasing their goals after one hiccup. Everybody on New Year's Day will hit. I got this New Year's resolution. I'm going to the gym every single day, 5 days a week. I'm not playing no games. Week 3 hits. You only went 2 days a week. So what do you say to yourself? Oh, better luck next year. Yeah, I mean, I'm just too busy. I mean, I done already messed up my routine, so I might as well stop. No, it's not too late. Don't wait another 350 days to get back on your grind. You can start fresh tomorrow. Don't even wait till next week. Just get back on your grind. It's okay. I've had my days where I've missed a day of working out. I'll tell you right now, because that's a big pet peeve of mine is people that wait. I did not wait. I went right back into it. Or sometimes I would acknowledge it. Oh, I'm supposed to wake up at 5:50 every morning. I was being lazy today. I go get that workout in before I go to bed. Right. So just encouragement to keep chasing your dreams. If you had something set in your mind at some point and you put that goal down, follow it. You're going to have your ups and downs, but go get it. So that's all I got. Guys, if you need any type of assistance with your nutrition, you need some type of help with your diet, you have a great resource right here. All right. He's forever a part of the AC family now. So please go tap in with Adonis, Steven, Adams, whatever it is, right? Adonis _ what is it? 30 _
Adonis _ fitness on Instagram.
There you go. So look, we're gonna have him tagged right there on the video. If not, say it again for the people that's listening.
Adonis _ fitness. So
go tap in.
Let's get it. Yeah.
So look, I'm telling y'all, he got all the resources you need. He works with Herbalife, and not only Herbalife. Let's say you don't, end up making up your mind. You don't want to do Herbalife. He'll still help you out, give you some good words of advice. But I'm telling y'all, Herbalife is the place to go. It's the way to go. Go tap in and don't go to nobody but him. Because I'm telling y'all, this guy, he done said it best. Y'all done heard him this whole episode. He knows what he's talking about. So go show love. Go tap in. Again, album coming out August 28th. Stay tuned. I'm telling y'all, Jovan on there too. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. No, but all jokes aside, y'all, we love y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, rate on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You name it, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Peace out.
It was working where the love at. All that petty hating, we above that. AC steady climbing, yeah, we love that. Every loss we took, we made a comeback. Yeah, comeback. Where the